Right. Let me immediately uh, turn the music down to, let's say, 75. Hopefully 75 is alright. Sounds okay on my side. Um, okay, hello everyone. Yeah, today I'm checking out Rogue Trader. Basically, my journey into, the CRPG genre kind of continues in a sense, right? That's like a second title that I decided to stream after Baldur's Gate stream. Yeah, so Rogue Trader is developed by All Cats, and as far as I know, they basically made games previously on Pathfinder. Just a kind of, I think it's like a game that was created based on D&D, some of the D&D editions, but then kind of like branched into its own thing. Anyway, similar stuff, as far as I get it. And they made SRPG in the Warhammer 40k universe. So obviously that's already interesting for me. And let's check it out. I've seen from some of the reviews that already rolled out that there are some not performance issues, more of like a stability issues. Like some reviewers reported like progression blocking bugs, but overall the performance should be okay. We will see. I am hopeful, maybe too hopeful. So we as developers are always striving to improve our work. To do this, we need information that we can only get from you. By sending in game statistics and bug reports to us, you can help us learn more about the way you play and what difficulties you encounter in our game. Since this game is based on Unity technologies, we use Unity Analytics to analyze the game experience data. You can opt out data collection at any time for the setting menu. Would you like to opt into settings? Yeah, why not? Okay, we have a main story. Already lots of text. Lots of text. I don't remember how Baldur's Gate 3 starts with an intro cinematic immediately? Or do you have to go through... No, I think you have to go through character creation, right, first. So you have main story, other story modes are coming soon. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over the trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of one Valancius as it faces multiple threats. From within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It is up to you to hold the reins of the shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the one Valancius dynasty, currently fighting itself in the vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high and rise even higher as you cross paths with terrifyingly powerful and ambitious adversaries in the darkness of Karnos Expanse. Yeah, so basically this game's premise is just, I think it's perfect. Like being able to play this sort of, you're still an agent of Imperium, right? But a relatively you know, neutral and agent that has quite lots of freedom of exploring and moving all over the place, right? And contacting with all sorts of different, factions and characters. So yeah, they. I like this game setup, that's for sure. You can already see just from the main art that you can make a pretty interesting party. Like you have a Sister of Battle, a Space Marine. I think that's Eldar, right? I'm not sure who that is. Some kind of Psyker? That looks like a Psyker to me. But yeah, okay, difficulty. Normal story. Oh, I'm kinda... Oh god, I'm already tempted to go for the story difficulty, actually. But anyway, no. I am... Actually, let's see. Can we change difficulty in the middle of the game? Doesn't seem that the game tell me anything about this. So normal enemy stats are reduced by 20, enemy wounds are reduced by 40. Party members resolve has increased by 1 the chance to encounter. Okay, I am not a big fan how much numbers and terms the game sort of unloads on you, like almost immediately in a difficulty setting. Like all the options that you can tweak here, it's just fine, right? That's nice. I like it. But just give me some broad overview. I don't. Yeah, all these numbers, lots of numbers in terms that I just kind of not interested to delve so deep into it, especially that I'm just not familiar with this game at all, right? I'm playing it for the first time. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so we have pre-generated characters. Hekata archetype soldier. We have a background and abilities. Darius. Bahador. Okay, so what's the soldier is about? Soldier is a master of all ranged weapons, able to assume vanished positions. Operative. An operative uses intelligence and perception to find and exploit weaknesses. Yeah, let's go into custom character actually. I kind of wanted to create a very, Adeptus Mechanicus aligned rogue trader because I'm really into Mechanicus faction. The moment I realized the weakness of my flesh and stuff. Let's try to go with a custom one. Let's see. All these are just portraits, right? Yeah, let's go with this one for now. Homeworld.
Macro cannons! Volley!
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Erratic
I
mail.
will delight my masters with your demise. Behold the wrath of madness.
I kind of like this guy.
Death's hand reaches for me.
Very funky voice. Okay, let's just. Yeah, all those are kind of minor disadvantages. None of the mechanical eyes. Just kind of weird. It is a bit disappointing, not gonna lie. Kinda, they all very, very reserved. Can't even match my portrait, really.
What curiosity unveils itself
Okay.
before me?
This world, the plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself take aggressive and destructive forms. Inimical to human life, or exception to colonize, blah 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 blah. So it gives us survival instinct. Once per combat, when the wounds of this world. Character just below such a gain once. Okay, I shall some gains plus 20 bonus to dungeon. High world. I feel like I need to go for the Forge world if I'm trying to align myself. As Mechanicus. Forge worlds are the domain of the Adeptus Mechanicus, and 10 planets ceded to the demands of the West. Macro industries. Intelligence plus 5, toughness plus 5, minus 5. Represents a character's ability to interact with other creatures. To deceive, charm, befriend them. Really? Okay. And I don't get any features. I get only talents. Okay. First attack has damage. Still forge. Alright. The Imperial World doesn't show any stats at all. Okay, so what I can get from this? Gains plus 10, intelligence bonus, agility bonus. Okay, let's go for analytics, I guess. Okay, then origin. Commissar, crime lord, Ministorum priest, navy officer, noble and sanctioned psyker. Maybe I should go after Psyker? Maybe like try to mix two of these. Psykers are feared and distrusted, but nonetheless valuable assets to the Imperium. Let's find the song psychic abilities. I imagine being a Psyker also creates a lot of opportunities to fall into interesting heretical routes, right? Mind of sanctioned Psykers. It's hard to cross the warp. No, damaging Psyker powers counts as weapon attacks. Counting toward the normal attack limit per round and gaining all the benefits of attacks, for example, socialism. This character is a Psyker with quite a weak one. I feel like this feature doesn't align well with the description of my character. That I am one of those found worthies of humanity and have miraculously survived the perils of the warp. Psyker has reduced chances to trigger psychic phenomena. God, this. Oh God, there's a lot. Oh God, that's a lot of stuff to read through. Yeah, I feel like it's just very possible to like spend, I don't know, whole stream in the character creation, it seems. Biomancy, focus on my living flesh and pyromancy, telepathy, divination. What kind of odd how they just all the talents and abilities they don't have a unique icons assigned to them, right? It's just it's just the word, the first word of the ability. Okay, let's go with the Psyker for now. It sounds exciting for okay, so sanctioned Psyker, it can be a Biomancer. Biomancer specialists in increasing biological energy and processes that power their minds. They are masters of the flesh, learning to shape themselves in physical form and create the world. Okay, now we have some actually unique. That's super weird. Yeah, you can see now that actually some of the icons there are unique icons. It's just not all talents and abilities have them. That definitely looks a bit undercooked. Right. Yeah, I just honestly kind of now that I have I can compare these two. Look at how much icons add to the perception, I think. Now I'm looking at all these cute little pictures and I'm excited. I don't even mind that I need to read stuff. In comparison, it's just like letters. Okay, so we can heal ourselves, alter our physical abilities, strength and toughness. Warp speed, and then we have telepath, sanctic, pyromancer. Why do I seek to discern the hidden past of the galaxy and know the course of events yet to come? Let's go with a Biomancer because it is, again, sort of aligns me. It gets closer to Mechanicus. Because there are like branches of mechanics that focus on biological things, you know, on organisms and study of this. And now we have Triumph. Upon solving the mystery of a powerful psychically active Xeno artifact, you managed to destroy the creation of countless enemies of humanity. And skill modifier is +5 to lore. Presents knowledge of the alien species into the appealing. Also can be used to disable traps. Okay. Illustrious glory. You single-handedly saved a pilgrim ship by stopping a war bridge while traveling through the Materium. Feat of greatness. The power of sorcery crushed a demon of the arch enemy and drove it back to the war. Skills affected by the fellowship. Characteristic. It represents a character's talent to manipulate other people through intimidation and reach their desired goals via threats. Let's go for persuasion. And darkest hour. Okay, we need to. Yeah, it looks like we need to pick up our weakness and flaws. Okay. You're accused of being possessed by a warp entity and forced into exile, leaving your soul forever scarred. Consistencies. Huh. Brand of Shame. Your sorcery caused a warp manifestation aboard Void ship, claiming thousands of lives in the end. Arrow of Torment. An error during the sanctioning process brought you many hours of agony, which nearly cost you a life. Let's go with awareness. I can be a bit of a dummy, a bit of a slow one. Not a problem. Okay, now we have archetypes. Okay. The archetypes see description. You can only choose one of the first 2 archetypes at the moment. Archetypes are development paths that you characters follow. Each archetype encapsulates a unique set of skills and expertise and presents combat specialization. I mean, as a psyker, I'm definitely not a warrior and not a soldier, so I am either officer or operative. Officers use their willpower and fellowship to improve the combat capability of their allies. Extra turns. Extra turns sound exciting. Okay. Single target box, rescuing allies, momentum. Kinda expected them to show me the description of the highlighted term, but okay. Okay. I can't even see the descriptions of the features and abilities. Okay. Skills, characteristics. Let's go for the operative. An operative uses intelligence and perception to find and exploit weaknesses in an enemy's defenses. Let's go for the officer. I like the extra turns. Characteristics. Lots of available options. You know what? Let's fix our fellowship. And also it seems okay. I cannot go further than 35. Weapon skill toughness. Oh, pretty tough. Intelligence, perception, weapon skill. Weapon skills go with spirit, melee attacks, ballistic skills. I think I have a bad perception, right? Also, it doesn't really show it here. Let's go for agility. I imagine I'm going to be like a range-oriented character, right? Since I'm a psyker. Yeah, let's go with this. And which ship? Sword Class Frigate. The Sword Class Frigate is a classic combat ship design proven in Assassin's battles. Yeah, there is. Yeah, I forgot that there's actually like a spaceship battles that are apparently kind of similar to another game set in Warhammer 40k universe. I think it's Battlefleet Gothic. I think it's called. So they kind of, I guess, got a bit of inspiration from that one. I mean, I can only select one option here. So it doesn't seem like there's any point for me to really read into this stuff. It is cute. I think do we have the same models on Space Marine? No, I think it's a bit different. Generate random name. Invictus Erebus. Erebus? Unforgiven. Daring Destiny. Destiny Hunter. Mercy of the Stars. Cherub? Cherub? What is this name? Charybdis? Charybdis? Okay. Invictum Erebus. Seeker's Heaven. It's Predator. Ornament of the Abyss. No, that's too much. Mercy of the Stars. Redemption Inexorable. What is again? What? I need something mechanical sounding. Something cold. First Forge. Okay, First Forge kind of sort of aligned with Mechanicus. Hello, Manavani. Cherub. Oh my god, this word is it just stuns me. It's from Greek mythology. It is a sea monster. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. Okay, that doesn't sound that bad then. Yeah, First Forge is. Yeah, there is a connection to the Forge worlds. No. Let's check a bit more. Daring Destiny. Fatum Audacio. I kind of like this because I am. It's in Latin, right? I imagine. Sounds like Latin to me. I need to know what does it mean. Audacio. So it's something fate, I imagine. So yeah, Fathom is Destiny. And what's next? Audacium, okay. Audacium? No, that's not how you say it. Daring, okay. No, I don't know, it's kinda Bound Avarice. Righteous Absolution. Oculus Ignis. Redemption Inexorable. Arcana Redemptions. Unforgiven. Trailblazer. Patient Fortune. Glorium Libertatum. Harbinger War. And interesting how this is like the only name that refers to this mythological creature, right? That we got. Everything else is more abstract. Destiny Hunter. War Trader. Manufacturer's Repentance. Seeker's Heaven. Exile of Kalmantar? Is it like, I guess it refers to some kind of planet? Let's go with the first Forged. I like the connection to the Forged world. Okay, yeah, I guess I can. Yeah, this is basically confirmation. Yeah, my awareness kind of sucks, but that's okay. We need some traits here and there. The name Hester. That kind of doesn't sound like that. You know, for a second I was kind of thinking to name my character Tav. I just, yeah, very, very Baldur's Gate 3 brained. Orthocy. Love that the icon for Brand of Shame says B. Yeah, it really feels like it's something that they will fix in the coming patches, because it seems like there are lots of icons for like abilities, for features and stuff. They don't have pictures. And so it's like the, sort of a placeholder that they use, because you can see like how abilities have actual images, right? While the background is just, yeah. It is now the bullshit stuff. Oh, it's the one that actually gives me a debuff to my awareness stats. Yeah, your sorcery costs a warp manifestation aboard the warship, claiming 1,000 lives in the end. It is bullshit. Yeah, I agree. Worgen. Pinion. You know what? It is tough. Yeah. Alright. Let's actually get to the game. But I am, I'm not one of those people who enjoy the character, creation process. It's just, I usually try to get through it as quickly as possible. Just not super entertaining for me. Upper decks.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Yeah, okay, it's not exactly again at Baldur's Gate 3 pre-render intro cinematic. Yeah, that was very quick. But I'll take it. Actually, before we properly start, give me a moment. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. Hello, zombie. Yes, it is a rogue trader. I decided to stream it in the end. He's in what? Huh? What are you referring to? Was there something interesting that I missed on the screen? That was a reply to you saying you do not like a character creator. Really? I mean, I guess that's appropriate. Okay, all right. So, yes. Let's actually begin. Are you able to wear a rogue outfit? I mean, there are a bunch of outfits in that I could pick up in the character creation. I don't know if you consider. You can look at my portrait. Would you consider it a rogue outfit? Not rogue. What's the difference? What is this word? Zombie, what are you doing to me? A red powder or cream used as a cosmetic for... Oh, you mean red outfit, right? That's what you mean? Well, we'll see. Yeah, I got it. I think we can. I don't know if there are like any sort of dyeing options, like rouge. Is it how you pronounce it? Okay. Well, oh my god.
Rouge.
Okay, it is rouge. Right. Damn English. Yeah, I don't know. We need to discover. I don't know how like actually in depth the systems are in regard to changing your clothes or dyeing it. Okay. Okay, give me a second. Is it? I feel like my avatar is just... Yeah, it just refuses to... Is it better? I think so. Maybe. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Let's actually. Yeah, let's start the game. Okay, so we have choices and dialogues. You're in a dialogue here. You can learn more about current events, influence the character you're speaking to, even alter the course of the game's narrative. Your character's personal story depends on the dialogue choices you make. Available dialogue options are displayed on the right. Select reply. Yeah, okay, I got it. So we are talking to a very handsome guy. I'm kind of liking him. Konrad Voigtur. An excellent place for contemplation. The man who has approached you is gazing down into the depths of the vast temple on one of the lower decks. Actually, I think there were voiceovers, right? I was just kind of took me too long. So it skipped. One has the best view on the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the god's emperor's sublimity. You're truly an awe-inspiring sight. Frankly, such access can be tiring at times. Have you met? All this ostentatious luxury, this laughable pretense. It is enough to make one think that the architects meant to compensate rather than glorify. So who's this guy actually? Like, it looks like he's some kind of official. Okay, how do what kind of rogue trader I want to be? I want to be Mechanicus aligned. I'm a psyker, so probably kind of heresy curious at least. So I don't want to play as a dogmatic kind of character, you know, who just worships emperor and all that stuff. I think the third option is a bit too much. Emperor mentioned. Yeah, I imagine there will be a lot of Emperor mentions. Yeah, let's go for a more like moderate option and say that, frankly, such excess can be tiring at times.
I believe there are those among us who share that sentiment. But such is our duty, is it not? To overcome base weaknesses and desires, so as to excel in our service to the God Emperor, the master of humanity.
Yeah, it's also... Damn, it is kind of weird to have dialogues without these beautiful cutscenes, right? So that Baldur's Gate 3 had. I'm sorry, I will mention this game a lot, I think.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers.
Oh, I completely
and the employer
mispronounced
of
his
the
name.
ladyship rogue trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
So hyperlinks. You can hover cursor you cursor over highlighted words, which is kind of funny because that actually didn't work in the character creation screen. Okay, words to learn more about them. The tooltips that appear can help you better understand the world of the game or its mechanics. Yeah, okay, yeah, I kind of got that already. Master of Whispers. I like how I already kind of trying to just excuse myself. Like, yeah, I'm a psyker, but I'm a sanctioned one, so don't worry about this. Yeah, my name is Tav, and so to avoid any misunderstanding, I am a sanctioned psyker.
I am aware of that fact. It would have been unacceptable negligence to have overlooked such a detail when compiling your profile. Fate bestowed upon you powers of witchcraft, and a duty to use them for the good of the Imperium. Yours is truly an unenviable lot.
I like that you can read some beats of lore if you want. Did you know that Imperium of Man is a galaxy-spanning interstellar human empire, ruled by the living god who is known as Emperor of Mankind? Yeah, I knew that.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with her ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Okay, so... So we are not actually blood related to this dynasty, huh? Oh god, there are lots of options. Okay. Lord Captain, strange title for the Lady Theodora. Yeah, I'm curious about your title, Master of Whispers.
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencias. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
So you say I'm one of the rogue traders' heirs. So there's another candidate.
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Him, okay. I guess you can tell me about the ship.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Kinda wish they... Yeah, this is... I think this is a better angle. Kinda weird how like they by default they just show you this area, right? Which is not super exciting to look at. When you can actually like do something like this. Yeah, I kinda wish they would just have a more interesting, you know, default camera position. But thankfully I can change it myself. Warrant of Trade, the sacred relic document that affirms the preeminent rights of rogue trader. Also, now that I think about it, it's probably just inevitable, right, that you need to have this kind of, some kind of a mechanic that would, you know, be kind of like lore friendly for people who just are not familiar with the universe, right? I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord's Captain and Master Ethelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Oh, okay. Wait. Where am I? Okay, by the right of blood. Oh, that's the quest notifications, okay. Review character by clicking a symbol will appear. The character will move forward to it, a symbol will appear. Okay.
What lies beyond?
Oh god, that's... I forgot what kind of voice I picked up. Well, yeah, I like that thing that it's, you know, one of the like features of lots of architecture, right, in Imperium is that it's so kind of like, you know, temple or like a cathedral dominated that even the ships, right, you just like for a moment I just forgot that I'm on the ship actually, right? Because if you look at this hole, that just looks like a cathedral of some sort, right? It doesn't give you any hints whatsoever that you're on the spaceship actually. Yeah. Actually, okay, give me... I want to fix this thing that my avatar for some reason just doesn't want to open mouse properly. Just super irritating. Did I fix it now? Ah, okay. Now I did. Okay. Sorry for a little. Did I actually? Yeah, I think I did. Okay.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
Okay. I don't. Maybe it's a bit of a too funky voice. Can I? Are there like any options for I feel like not really.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Oh god, this stuff is very funky. I don't know, maybe I will get used to him. Oh god, interact objects. You have made your bed and now you have first life. Yeah, it seems like it, but yeah, maybe I'll get used to it. I mean, I don't really have a choice. Interactive objects. Some objects in the game can be interacted in a special way. They're marked with specific icons. The icons allow you to study objects that will transfer characters to a neighboring location. These icons become visible when your character is standing close enough. Click on the OK. Hold tab to highlight objects. Okay, so this game also has the highlight mode. Yeah, they highlight characters too, it seems.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
What? Okay, yeah, I don't know, maybe... I feel like these lines may be a little bit too long, at least some of them.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Back and forth, so let's talk. If you see you raise your head again. Oh, he's bullying a worker. I'll hand you over to the tech priest for servitorization. Your programmer is hard at work, bowing his head in fear and avoiding even looking at you. Yeah.
What lies
Definitely-
beyond?
Definitely not the best place to work. Also, there are not really lots of places that are good to work at in Imperium. Lay people interfering in the operation of a sacred mechanism disturb the machine spirit. Okay, yeah, this is kind of annoying. The fact that the text, like, I just wish I could click. You know, I should like. I could control over when the text will close.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Yeah, I don't have time to read it. The amount of time that the game gives me. In the name of the Omnissiah, refrain from any further profane acts. Okay.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Glory to the Omnissiah, giver of knowledge. Oh, I can't even talk to this one.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Show the data on the vid screen. It's not doing anything? Oh, is it? Okay, that is kind of confusing. Did I activate this screen? Oh yeah, it looks like I'm actually changing the... Incomprehensible information displayed on the large screen above the cogitators. You can make out references to unfamiliar systems and worlds among the numbers of logistical symbols.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Also the camera perspective, it's... Yeah, I think it's even more restrictive than Baldur's Gate 3.1. Like the default camera that you have. Also, of course, I barely remember how default camera behaved because I've been playing with the mods for quite a long time. Yeah, but I think it's like, this is the limit. This is how close I can get. which is a bit annoying.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood. A resource of incredible... God. Valuable... Okay, is there any, like, accessibility option? I need to... That I can tweak. Text size... Font size... Display... Graphics... Allow sending of saved games. Tooltip. Tooltip's delay. That's a tutorial. Yeah, I just think I can actually tweak it. Oh, that's super annoying. Okay, so it's yeah, a resource of incredible value aboard the watch. It looks like they're also playing some kind of chess. Crew officers. I heard the Senesco gave the senior officers another public dressing down recently. I don't know what it was for this time, but Versarion would lash onto any sleep up as an excuse to give someone an earful. Oh, they also can overlap each other. Why this one is not closing? Interesting. I heard the Senesco gave the senior officers another public dressing. Wait. Oh god, this is confusing. God, this is confusing. We heard apparently the lower decks got a bit of influx of new blood after the last... Oh, they're also randomized, so I can't even, if I want, I cannot read the the previous text. God, why would you do it like this?
My nerves are frayed.
Apparently the lower decks got a big influx of new blood after the last on-world's resupply. There's some pestilence spreading through the crew. That's why we had to make up the shortfall. Last time it was blue leprosy that caught our ranks.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Yeah, they're just repeating the same stuff. Okay. Noble guest. How long do we have to wait for an audience? How many days it's been already?
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
May his will strengthen my heart. May my humble deeds be for the benefit of humanity. The candlelit altar is a copy of the 2003 volume of the Lex Imperialis, the Codex of the Sacred Laws of the Imperium. Okay. Also, there is some kind of... Was there like a blood for a second on the altar that just disappeared? I guess I hallucinated.
What lies beyond?
Okay, let's talk to the guy. Oh, I cannot talk to him. I need to open the door, I guess. And now a cutscene, okay.
One of the Fon Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Okay, our first combat.
Cower before the mind's unhinged.
God, I this voice. We've been in ambush, the battle begins. To survive the grim darkness of the far future, we have faced all kinds of fragile life. Okay. Let's see. We have only one enemy. So what kind of menus we have? Is this a turn order? Okay, let's start the battle. Yeah, it looks like a turn order. Wow. Damn, this guy is just slaying. Moving the combo buttons in this game, I turn base and take place in the grid. Okay, I know this. We have a movement points. Different. Okay, how turn. One movement corresponds to one cell on the battlefield. Going diagonally is more costly. Every second diagonal cell uses 2 MP. At the beginning of each turn, movement points are restored to their maximum value. Now that once a character starts moving, this action can no longer be cancelled. Understood. So, how much moving points I have? 6, right? Yeah. And what's this? I don't know, it doesn't tell me. Actually, I don't think I really want to move closer to this guy. Oh, okay, so there's a confirmation button. And you chart your course. Okay, that's nice. To make attacks and use ability code, character must use. Oh, okay, this is action points. The total is displayed in the panel. Every attack, put the number of squares next to the icons. Okay, P is also restored. The effectiveness of the shot depends on the distance between the character and the enemy. When you target enemy with a single shot, you will see 2 areas denoting the weapon's effective and maximum firing range. Turn abilities in the game consider attack actions. Can only be used once per turn. Got it. So we can pretty much just shoot this guy, right? The pistol shot 7, 11 damage, armor penetration 15. How much this guy, the health that he has? Is it like 26 health, I guess? On the left? And the yellow numbers show me the amount of damage I will deal. Okay, yeah, I dealt 13. And yes, and they have certain left. When you return your turn, press space or click on the end. Okay. Where is N-turn? Is it the N-turn? Yes. God, this damage is brutal. What this guy did? He put some things. Facts and conditions. Exploit. Okay, no, I'm not reading it. Not now. I think I'm just kidding this guy.
Another one is shattered.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Without taking his eyes off the bodies on the floor. Oh god, I forgot how his name is pronounced. Voitvir, right? Removes the Vox caster from his belt and speaks a few quick orders into the device. Then he turns to you. Yeah, it's I don't know, there's some kind of awkwardness to this when you have a voice actor like actually voicing the text of the character, but then you can see how it's like these two lines, right? They are separated by this like a big line of text that describes like his, you know, what he does, right? And it's you kind of want to read it, but you don't have time because the character starts like to speak, right? To talk, to move through like the second line. So this is kind of awkward. Yeah, because you can basically only read this kind of text after the characters stop speaking, which just kind of like breaks the sort of the continuity of the scene, right? I don't know. It would be better if they had some kind of narrator or something. Just like in Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. Spread out, no one is allowed to enter the premises. Stations.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
The lines on Voitvir's forehead soften, and his voice regains its usual courtesy. The master whispers give you a curt bow. Did he actually give me a bow? I didn't notice if there like any animation, because I was kind of focused on the text. Okay, I can now open map using M to orient myself. Wow, that's very barren map. Literally just like no icons at all. Also, what is this? Do you?
Oh yes, indeed. They all will see.
Oh, is it like camera? Can I like change position of the camera? And also I can move while in the map. Oh, that's why. I guess it's kind of useful that I can do this.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Can I loot them? The wires in the Cerato's head are still smoldering. It would seem the cause of this malfunction. The malfunction was the short circuiting of the motive force.
The stars are my canvas, and anarchy, it's my...
Remember is hard at work, bowing his head in fear and avoiding even looking at you. Tarantula Centrigun, constructed with the blessing of the Adeptus Mechanicus, using a standard template construct in the Maleficatorums of Q. Well, this is so irritating. I can't. Why you cannot just let me read, please, in peace. Lemon Rose Battle Tank. Reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor, the first to breach the capital wells during the pacification of the Earth. Fuck me.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
I feel like I'm missing something, you know, like there's some kind of button, you know, that can. God, why? Okay, I'm sorry. This is the last attempt to fix it. I'll just try to reload the app. Yeah, I have no idea what it does. That. Okay. Does it work now? Does it? Kind of looks like. I mean, it looked like that it worked last time too, but okay. I don't think I have any other solutions. And I think it works okay now.
One step at a time amidst the madness.
A violet alloy, which upon closer examination turns out to be an incredible object symbols of... I just... There must be settings for this, right? They wouldn't just do this. Why would you make such a short time text? Like there must be controls for this. Like a custom settings or something. The controls. Is it in control? No, that's probably not in control. There was a tooltip delay, but okay, yeah, I saw the tooltip delay, but where was it? Define the time lag before showing the tooltip on mouse, however. Let's see if it's it. I saw that it referred to the. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be the thing, right? I mean, let's see. Maybe somehow it is connected. A violet alloy which upon closer examination turns out to be a handcraft. Yeah, that's not. But if they have the setting, then they should have the one you want to. Yeah, that would make sense, right? It's just it feels like such an obvious thing that people would like to tweak. You know that different people read text with different speed. So it's just I don't know. It's just really kind of baffling that I don't. Font size, sound, frequency of character response. Do I want to keep it on? I kind of want to move it too frequently, but maybe later. The display settings only have this stuff. Graphics. Can it be in the difficulty settings? Okay, we have that. Okay, we have dialogue settings. Show skill test, show experience, show notification. None of this does anything that I want. Yeah, I don't know. That's a really weird one, and my model still refuses to open mouse when I speak. God damn it. I'll leave with it.
there will be no peace in
A black
my
shard resembling
wake.
obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern its strange. You can discern a strange, barely perceptible glow inside the artifact. Massive golden amalgam interspersed with sparkling particles.
In this tapestry of a world,
The stone on the
I
pedestal
am the
is no doubt
rogue
solid, but
thread.
its surface shimmers and changes hue. Oh my god! Even if I do you see this? It doesn't even work if I try to spam on it. Why is your dude wiggling? I think it's because. Yeah, it's because it's you can. Oh well, that's interesting. It's like he's. Yeah. It's like the game thinks that I'm trying to reach this place, right? But it's unreachable spot, and so it's kind of like changes between the closest positions. I don't know what's happening here.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Is this early access? No, it is not early access. Even so, one could say that it is.
What
I've seen some
feel
comments where people talk about how it's like, you know, actually you need to wait for a bunch of like massive updates that would fix a lot of issues, you know, and then only then you should start playing the game. Yeah, I heard that. Okay, okay, last attempt. Actually, last one. Okay, let's see how I can like move it lower, I guess. Like that. I hope that will help. Hopefully. I think I
One
recognize his
step at a
benches.
time amidst the madness.
From the first Space Marine? No, that's weird. They're just similarly very, very blocky. This exhibit is unfinished. Another symbol of house, one Valencia's valor, will be displayed here.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
Oh, I like the candle effects. Kind of like exaggerated. This little like smoke. I like that. Alright, is that where I'm supposed to go?
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Kinda like how there are lots of cables everywhere. I imagine it's very pleasant place to walk around.
They will see. Oh yes, indeed. They all will see.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm not strong enough. Let's change the frequency to just frequently, not constantly. If I see raise your head again. Okay, yeah, they also do a lot of this, you know, line repetition for like for different characters, right?
this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
What? I cannot go this way? I need to talk to these guys. I beg your pardon, your lordship. After the incident with the servitor, the passage is closed to everyone until the arch militant says otherwise. Okay. That's what the enforcers are trained to say to workers. Yeah, this exact line, the specific one.
One step at a time.
They have like a guide.
The madness.
There's a bunch of lines that they need to memorize. Also, you can hear that. You can see, like, you can hear the voices, right? That's not English, right? God, I don't know why, but I have these associations with Sims, you know, like this guy's like a talking in the, you know, in their own language that was created. Simlish, yes. I don't know. That's definitely a choice. No, okay, no, I think I just heard the word actual word. Like simplificator. That's so weird. There are whole songs released in Simlish. I am not surprised.
There will be no peace in my wake.
So, okay, we're back to this place. If I see you raise your head... Okay, no, I have read this one. The Grand Worship Temple occupies the entire space below the officer's deck and is lit by countless candles and lumens. Okay, that was a nice camera, like, flies through. I actually have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I am... Okay, yeah, it is kind of just... I'm kind of surprised how barren this map is. What? What did I... What happened? Did I like clicked on something on the map? Okay. Right, what is this scene? There is some kind of adult thread that says that is simply a rational Lady Theodora. Said a man dressed in peculiar garb, his voice tight with tension. His face, half of which is covered by skin, is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy. Who's talking? It would be really nice if the game gave me some kind of indication who's talking right now. Is it this guy, or is it like this guy, or is it maybe this guy? I guess it's this guy because he's highlighted. Is that what it means? The highlight circle? Yeah, okay, this is what it means. Alright. Theodora. No, I like the portrait. Cool portrait. The tall, gray-haired woman pins him with her gaze, her cybernetic eye flashing crimson. Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. Make a decision. What will you do is Aeon 6 adult thread. We can survey the room. We can say I'm here to speak with the Lord Captain. Or we can listen in silence. Let's just survey. Let's just read the mood. The first impression of adult thread, who appears to be 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. Huh. Do you really have to give like a lore note on what his implants are? I feel like they're kind of like, I don't know, self-explanatory, but no, maybe not. Maybe some playtesters needed this additional info. In stark contrast to Edelthred, Theodora von Valencia's features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and this guy. Yeah. Behind the two of them, you see the two more men. One is grey-haired officer of impeccable bearing, who's studying the contents of his data slate. None of them are studying the contents of data slate. What are you talking about? The other is a behemoth of bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manners of weapons. I think that's the guy. Yeah, it's kind of... Yeah, it's the disconnect between like what the text and, you know, what characters are actually doing. Is also a bit... Oh, I can scroll... Oh, I can scroll back. That's nice. I like it. I like that it also says protocol. And not some boring, you know, dialogue history. Alright. Theodora, our second candidate, has joined us. The dry female voice and the powerful feeling of being watched force you to look at Theodora. The rogue trader is looking straight at you, and her gaze, like herself, is predatory and oppressive. A real girl boss. Hub, approach and give me your answer. Alright, we go to the skill tests. The character skill tests reflect the knowledge and capabilities. Some of the... Okay, I think I answered. That's pretty self-explanatory, I believe. So... Oh god, a lot of stuff to read. Consider this hypothetical situation. Aeon 6, a new world on the fringes of the Koronos expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects of large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flight of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install one ore extractors have failed for a second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with a poisoned treasure? And so we have a bunch of like... I do not know. I kind of like this. Kind of like the Himbo answer. Okay, so we have a bunch of like skill checks that we already succeeded. We have like a lore Xeno succeeded. What does it say? It's... Chance is... So this chance is 71, but I have like over 100, which is like automatically passes. So it's like the game in the beginning, like it decides on its own whether you pass the check or not, I guess. Alright. So I passed both of these. The spirits could well be the natives' names for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in xeno-worship. Or rather, there are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Aeon 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several seconds to do so, but it will give us the answer. God, that's a man. They give you a lot of options, and these options contain a lot of text. Just I think it also quite a stark contrast, right? How Baldur's Gate 3 handles its dialogues. I don't like. I barely remember any dialogue options in Baldur's Gate 3 that has like this amount of text, right? Usually, it's like one sentence. Yeah, it can be a long sentence, but maybe like 2 at max. But even then, it's never as long as that what they have here. And it's definitely not as, as it can be like 1, maybe 2 options can be relatively long, right? But like most of the options are kind of like pretty short. So yeah, even when you have like abundance of choices to make, it's like you can like relatively quickly just like scroll through what you have. But here, like it's like man, that's a lot of reading. I believe I could use my personal abilities to ascertain whether they're sorcery and things, but it would require going down the surface in person. These reports of spirits certainly sound like evidence of heresy. However, I would put my interests first. No matter what, it means I would have to use the riches of Aeon 6 would be mine. Aeon 6 must be purged for the good of the Imperium. I shall exterminate the heretical. Let's go for the first one. Let's just verify that that there are no aliens. Theodore arches an eyebrow. Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor. God damn it, she does not approve. Adelthrat. Adelthrat scoffs. Apart from... Also, why he does not have a portrait? Kind of gives me a hint that because he has no portrait, he is unimportant, sort of. Adelthrat scoffs. Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you, Tav, are simply unaware of their existence. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which is, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Adelthrat. We are both servants of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Does it become any one of our status to engage in petty feuds? I find your tone most disagreeable. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you'll leave to regret the consequences. Shut your mouth! Oh, that's aggressive. Let's go for the passive aggressive tone. Yeah, I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Adelthrat. The color drains from Adelthrat's face, which disturbs his features further. Insolent, ignorant, upstart, how dare you! Adelthrat, Theodora's tone renders him silent. I believe I gave you an assignment on the ship. Explain to me then, why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview. I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I will forget the time. Adelthrat bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look. He doesn't even... Yeah, it's just like, God, this is like this disconnect. Just, again, the disconnect between text and the characters. Like, he doesn't even look at her. He just looks at me. Buddy. You're clearly do not respect this woman. Is that a cutscene? Oh, it was a cutscene. Theodora's gaze follows him as he leaves. Then she turns to you. So, Tav, why are you here? Yeah, I kind of have no idea. I hope you will clarify that. Theodora smiles wryly. Clarity. A luxury that a few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic, the variant of trade kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into darkness beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign and both death and ruin to us all. All I had was I'm pretentious. I mean, that's kind of, I guess, in a sense, this is what the, you know, it sort of makes sense in nobility, right? The noble, the rich of, you know, of Imperium to act like, yeah. You can kind of just look at her portrait and yeah, you can just feel pretentious, just that she radiates. But God, that's a lot of text. Oh, I'm so this is just so different from Baldur's Gate. It's just that's like actual reading, you know. It's like just like I'm playing a visual novel or like reading a book, or very different experience. It's kind of only now doing this stuff I'm just I realize like how much, you know, Baldur's Gate managed to just sort of make reading as, you know, sort of as effortless, you know, kind of like very engaging, right? It's just it doesn't feel as reading, you know, when you engage in dialogues in Baldur's Gate, now that I think about it. Okay, yeah. So it is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find, their own resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you, Tav, are one of those who is the one Valancius blood. Oh, so I actually have the blood in the veins and the rightful claim to the inheritance when the hour comes. This question about other heirs, I already know this. There are other heirs, right? That's a bit of a weird one. Yeah, it is a kind of. I'm ready. I'm ready for this sacred purpose. Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of the rogue trader. I kind of like this. I kind of like how there's a competition. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of the variant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful, if not for the role of a Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Theodora sighs and looks away pensively for a brief moment. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share our blood, or your blood. Conrad Voigtwir served me for too many years before he made his mistake. Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly. And as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voidweir's performance in his current role is satisfactory, or it used to be at least. Can I ask some stuff now? I really don't want to ask any questions. I want to play the game actually. The walks fixed to Theodora's attire suddenly comes to life, but all you can hear is unintelligible noise. Theodora winces, shuts off the transmission, and gives you an imperious nod. I have some time before the navigator gives a signal to initiate the warship's translation. Out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Navigator translation, what are these things that you speak of? I guess that's for people who don't know the lore. Where is our ship headed? What are my current responsibilities? An ancient took place. An ancient. Oh, not ancient. Incident. Yeah, let's talk about incident that took place on the officer deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew. But I really actually had voiceovers actually, and I didn't have to read all this. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance, or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in the spite of the Jeller field. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all. Theodora laughs nonchalantly. Abelard. Yeah, that's a guy. The grey-haired officer gives the rogue trader a look of cautiously disapproval. A cautious disapproval. Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff. Enough, Abelard. Such heresy amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. She turns to you. The ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of secrets dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet to leave. 1,000 years old, okay. You know what? I have no questions actually. In that case, I shall head to Theodora's Walks Awakens once more. This time you pick up shouting. The Lord Captain freezes, listening to the Walks cast. Then nods and draws her weapon. Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Senascal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. She glances at me. It is possible that the chance to prove your worst may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated. Okay, it's time for some combat, I guess.
Oh, you poor souls!
Yeah, finally time for a fight. Hello, Triangle. Hello. Yeah, I decided to check out Rogue Trader on stream. Yeah, so far it's it is a game. All combatants act in turns and their orders is determined by initiative roll. Okay, so it's similar to Baldur's Gate. The order of turns is displayed on the left side of the screen from bottom to top. Okay, from bottom to top. Okay. Been waiting for this game. A lot of reading. There is a lot of reading, and it's not the reading the way Baldur's Gate does it. It's like like a very engaging, sort of, and very all the text is usually very conveyed to you in in very short pieces, and it's again the cutscenes, the voiceovers is just It's the opposite. It is a book reading. Yeah, it's basically a book reading, which I imagine is not very entertaining on stream to watch. Yeah, I have my doubts if I like how good this game to like for a stream format. Okay, that's a lot of enemies. Wow, that's a double kill. Alright.
Reduced to dust.
That's a triple kill. Wow, these guys are... my companions are pretty
Just a
strong.
minor setback. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover that a character can have behind a mark with a shield. Shield is skull. And when setting exclusives and character with changes. Character does not receive bonus of the attacks from the side. And they literally give me a cover to hide behind. You can kind of like see again this. Also, why do I don't have full HP? That's weird. You can see even in the character icons, there's like this feeling of incomplete, right? Because the enemies, enemies don't have like a proper character portraits. Instead, they're portrayed with weapons and yeah. The Pathfinder games were similar. They had a lot of reading and details in them. Oh, okay, so it's pretty much in line with the previous games. I see. Are your companions doing what they want? Well, I guess they're not like companions, but rather allies, right? Like, so yeah, they're on my side, but I have no control with them. Okay, so I am in the cover, I imagine. Let's just shoot some guys. Heretic Cutthroat. Yeah, I'm just killing this guy.
Genius at work.
And I cannot shoot again. I have some, yeah, I still have some action points. I can target gains +10 strength, toughness. Offers for the light to push themselves and present good characters. Yeah, I don't. Okay, I landed a critical hit. Deals increased damage equal to carries critical damage stat. 150% of the normal damage. So this Oh, he parried?
Like this.
I took care of this one. Reduced to dust.
So, when the character is killed, you get this like a slow motion moment, I guess, like to, you know, to emphasize why they act. It actually doesn't feel good. I know, it's just yeah, that's like this slow mo just feels kind of awkward. Positive effect. The character received a temporary positive effect from an ally. Tell them about what is a positive effect. Kill them. Oh, okay, +50 ballistic skill. All right.
Schemes within schemes.
Did I just miss? I guess I just missed. Okay. Dodge. Did it look like a dodge to you?
One fewer target.
Yeah, I guess there are maybe some animations I also like missing. Now we're back to the dialogues. Rather book reading. Theodora waves her hand in a commanding gesture. Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to transport line. Do not let a single Horizon survive. The rogue trader turns her eyes to you. I didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck. Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. She looks at the walks in her hand. All you can hear is the lifeless static. Yeah, what are your orders, I guess? Wait, are you not a rogue trader? Just she is? I think I'm one of the possible replacements of her, right? So I guess she's like, she plans to like pass her mantle, and then like I'm one of the possible candidates for this. We are stands in sort of, yeah. It breaks eye contact with you. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch Militant requires aid, and be quick about it. If find the Arch Militant. Yeah, one thing that I like about environments is how it's just, there are lots of cogs everywhere. That's nice. I approve of the cog density in the environment, especially like in this mechanism. The massive golden structure never stops moving for a moment. Light bounces off the orbits and figures representing celestial bodies.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of animations, yeah, it seems that there's quite a lot of polish that needs to be done. Can't even talk to them. Oh, is it a corpse? Is it a corpse? Or is it just like an? No, I'm not sure if it's a corpse. Hard to say. There are people fighting. Can I participate?
What if...
I just shot through that bridge, okay.
What lies beyond?
Okay, let's follow the guy, I guess. Oh, now they... Oh, they were fighting for their life really hard, but eventually submitted. I can respect that. What? No? That's not the way to go? Okay.
Tapestry of a world. I am the rogue thread.
Let me actually see. I need to find the Arch Militant. Does it show me the location? Anywhere? I guess not. Thank Providence you're alive and well. Even Wordger no longer actually speaks to me. That's unfortunate. He was the only character that had like voiceovers. Always no. Who's Mort? Oh, it's this guy. Always on time, eh, Conrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it. Conrad pointedly looks away from the arch-militant to you. Mort, pull yourself together. What? Did the Lord Captain send you to Chivias alone? We're all done here. I'll report right away. Mort pulls his walks from the belt and hardly reports on the situation. Yeah, that was quick. Master of the Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militants just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report! Oh no, we're back to the recruiting. Damn. I kind of wish they would, I don't know, put a bit more fights, you know, before we go to the another, you know, dialogue section. It's kind of like, you know, the fact that we actually had voiceovers, you know, in the beginning is sort of makes it worse. Now that I have to read the text, it's kind of like the disappointment is sort of enhanced by the fact that like the game like sort of it seemed like it gave you a promise that, you know, actually yeah, the text is voiced. You don't need to read this. But actually no, you need to read this. Yeah, I feel betrayed somehow. Voidware. I have not yet received a word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellar field failures. But communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only walks casts from the lower base are one-way heretical gibberish. Voidware pauses. That the madmen have already reached the offices. Deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny. Mutiny? If this is indeed a severe case of warp madness, then the situation is dire. Yeah, that's a good question actually, like attempting a mutiny in the warp that must be supported by chaos, right? No, I didn't. This is not. Did I? What? Okay, no, I selected the. I chose that I wanted. Okay. No, fuck. No, I did not. I selected the wrong one. Whatever. First, I have to confirm that the breach and the navigator's sanctum are secure, and I have the means to do both things at once. Theodora looks at Voidware. Adelthert, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons. Wait, so that guy is also psyker? Okay. I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his mood is that he arrived on transitional deck 18. Blast it. Master of the Whispers, find Adelthert immediately. It's kind of interesting how she like he refers to the guy to like as you know, using his official title, just Master of the Whisper instead of just like calling him by his name. Very like very distanced communication. Nasco, locate Blast, the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant with me. I must go to my study, and it appears that we might encounter heretics along the way. And Tav? Theodora glances at you thoughtfully. What are you gonna call the Mr. Whispers? Dave, bro? He's a Whisper Master. I don't know, I kinda expected, you know, to refer to his name maybe. Considering that they are like, they know each other for pretty long time as far as I get it. So, yeah, and her status is higher than his. So kind of like the way she's like so formal about it, it's kind of, I don't know, a bit weird. If I may, Lord Captain, Voidware's voice is soft and cautious. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Adulthood back, I could use some support. After all, I am not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed Arch-Militant, when taking into the consideration Adulthood's psychic powers. Okay, then it's settled. Tav, find Edelstrad and bring him here, in whatever state you find him. This elevator, she points at the massive doors, leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? In whatever state, what does it mean? If I was a called Master of Whispers, I would always want to be called that. I mean, understandable, I guess. I mean, the thing is, from what we got from Theodora, it seems that Voidware actually fucked up recently. So he's like, you know, I'm not sure he deserves the formality, you know, the respect. Ever so, if this universe was real, how long would it survive? I don't think I would make it to Master Whisperer. Yeah, I am just... I guess it depends on where you would begin, right? If you would begin as a as a part of nobility, you would probably have a better chances. Yeah, actually, it's like, yeah, it's just, I guess it's like very dependent on your starting position. I would definitely prefer to be noble of some sort, and just some worker. Conrad coughs. We end the war. Considering the attack, it could be disruption of the Jelly Field and the infiltration of malevolent forces into the deck. Psykers can react to such things in the most unpredictable ways. You know, it's like, oh god, it's so weird how we are supposed to be in a very sort of tense moment, right, of the story. Like, we are literally under attack, and there are like a lot of sort of things that, you know, we need to resolve quickly, like find the Psyker's position, for example. I forgot the name already. But it's just because of the dialogues. They're like so long that they're just kind of like the whole action is sort of just sucking the action, you know. Somehow just like I just want to do things already. Yeah, spawn point advantages are pretty crucial in the Imperium. Okay, enough. Yeah, enough talking, please. Let's do something already. Master Whispers, you must not allow my hair to turn into mindless meat and to perish under Enforcer fire. Do whatever it takes to bring Adulthood back to me. Yeah, I shall do everything in my power. Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is it clear? Then move out. More to come. Okay. Conrad, that's just... okay, whatever. I'm ready to head to 18. It is a long walk and you do not have even a proper gear. I can do this. Just lead the way. Of course you will. He rummages in his pocket for something. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs, but that is no longer relevant. With a pop and a sharp crackle, something hits you in the abdomen, and you're consumed by unbearable gut-wrenching pain? What? Ah, of course! Of course this guy's a traitor. God damn it. I was kind of suspecting this, you know. He bamboozled us, indeed. That was a cute.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Woodguer. You two-faced scum. You're one of the... You're the one behind this mayhem, you piece of shit.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself.
Mitruchi Kikas. Yeah, they could be a bit gentler. I say we join forces here. He has the guns. He definitely has some guns, that's for sure.
We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
He also said dynasty. Is it like a... It's just like a... I saw... You know, when... In Elden Ring, one of my beloved bosses, Morg, he... wait, is he Morg or Morgwyn? I actually forgot. He pronounced dynasty as dynasty too. Is it so it's like actually like a variation? You can also pronounce it this way? I thought he was always just like misspelling it in a funny way, but I guess not. I guess you can say dynasty. We say it that way in the UK. Oh my god! Of course, it's a British. How could I not think of that? Okay, that kind of makes sense, right? Because of lots of actors, the voice actors for Elden Ring are British, right? Like the why my memory of his names, Blight, for example, the beautiful furry Wolfman. He's also British, I believe. Okay, now that makes sense. So it is dynasty in UK, yeah, British mate. Okay, so what are options here? Oh, I can be super rude to him. Will you let me join you? We can take the variant from Theodora together. You're really into this guy at Triangle. You're really into the Master Whispers. I see. I mean, he's handsome. I kind of like. He definitely has a drip. I'll grant him that. Yeah, he has a drip. That's for sure. And I mean, he has a nice voice. I mean, that he's the only character that has a voice for now, but he has a nice voice. I don't know. Okay. So I am. What's your heart telling you? I did not intend to roleplay again right? I mentioned earlier, I don't want to roleplay as a sort of dogmatic, just blindly obedient character. I kind of want to go into more like opportunistic sort of egoistical route. So I guess it makes sense to sort of like try to get on his side for now, because the odds are not on our side. We are definitely not winning this fight by ourselves, so we can try to get on his side, maybe like temporarily. Yeah, we betray the betrayal, something like this. So will you let me join you? We can take the variant from Theodora together.
I may consider it once you have done what I need you to do.
Oh, it's okay. That's actually interesting that this is is this not the progress of dialogue? I mean, yeah, I will help you as long as you spare my life.
There's a good boy.
Oh my
Then
god,
go to the sentinel at the gates of the Warren Chamber.
he
and
did not have to
fulfill
call me a good
your
boy.
destiny.
Now I'm actually
I had
very
hoped to feed
sympathetic to him.
Edeltrad to the machine. He is the one who caught Theodora's eye, after all. But since procuring him has proved difficult, you will have to do.
It is kind of where we are entering. I'm enjoying the dynamic between him and my tough. Yeah, that's we are like slowly getting into this territory of quartet or something like this. Okay, skill tests in dialogues. Another available dialogue options requires making a skill test. Oh, okay, so there are passive tests that kind of like they're completed like automatically, and they're like active skill tests. In this case, you can decide whether or not to select an option. The consequences of which will depend on the result. Success or failure affects how the dialogue will develop. So I can examine the device. Tech use 45. Chance 80%. Not a bad chance. In the gateway arch, you see the cogitator. It's a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head to you. One of its eye sockets are lighting up with two ember-like eyes. This is probably like one of my favorite, components of like parts of Warhammer, or like Imperium rather, specifically architecture. That the way they used humans, they like literally like integrate them into like the architecture, and like instead of like something that in other game would be just like a generic button or lever. Yeah, in Warhammer it can be like a literal human being that you can just interact with. So let's try to examine the device. Succeeded. The test succeeded. That's nice. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is a strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of Archaeotech relic, an incredibly rare and powerful piece of technology. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With a screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that gleamed in the dim light. The wood screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. Now let's examine the sentinel. Servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you are used to. Its skin covering is stitched together with a copper thread, and it has metal hinges in place of the standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of ordinary automatons. Okay, let's put our hands into the Sentinel's maw. Kinda kinky, not going. The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumping steers into the motion. The windscreen of the cogitator flickers. Why the lore note appeared? That was weird. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you're beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever... It's just a Starion moment. This is like a... Why am I thinking about Baldur's Gate 3 right now?
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You don't understand where this quiet voice is coming from. Crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel, the cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Who is this?
Genetic code identified. Child of House von Valancius. Do you require assistance?
Yeah, I do require assistance, absolutely.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Oh no, does it mean that I betrayed Wartwearer? Oh no,
Well, there is still another way.
That was a short-lived, alliance. Well, I guess it wasn't really alliance. I just had to do what he said. Okay. Whoever sat side with the guy. Right, let's see.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Oh my god, look at this. Look at this gigantic scroll. I love this. I love this stuff. I really like one of the things about Warhammer, right? Like again, Imperium architecture. How the scale of architecture is just constantly is absolutely silly and nonsensical, right? Everything is just enormous and big and just doesn't make sense. And this is, I think, a good example of that. How just like an enormously sized scroll. That's a lovely big paper, that's for sure. Damn. Yeah, I'm digging this asset. Probably my favorite asset so far. Like a true hero asset. A chunker of an asset, basically. Oh god, I need to read this. Yeah, that's... Okay.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
The Saraskull's creaking gradually turns into comprehensible words. Yeah, I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
The Saraskull goes silent, its relays clicking. Second after second passes, and you realize that the Saraskull will not answer you. God damn it. Yeah, I probably need to contact Theodora.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
What? Did I misclick? Oh my god, I misclick. It's kind of weird how there's like some kind of lag or yeah, I'm not sure.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Copy that skull. One of the things that I again love about Imperium is that how just like it's all about skulls, right? Just the skulls are everywhere, no matter the context, and how they're using literal skulls for just for like various purposes, right? Like assistance, communication, all sorts of stuff, like ceremonial things. And I love how like there's a lot of sort of creativity, you know, that you can sort of show in creating all sorts of unique skulls, you know, with all sorts of decorations. Like this one has like it seems that this skull has some kind of hat. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like it looks like some kind of hat or something, or maybe a hood. And also like a big like megaphone instead of a mouse, and of course they're carrying like a God, what's happening? A big scroll too. I would give this Sarah Skull 7 out of 10. Yeah, a pretty solid 7 out of 10. Okay, the voiceovers disappeared again. Yeah, it is a good starting skull. Not completely barren, but have some decorations. But you know, definitely could see some improvements. In place of the mechanical screeching, the Sarah Skull's Vox projects the voice of Theodora von Valancius, distorted and ridden with static, yet still recognizable beyond a doubt. Vox Master, restore communication with the Navigator's Sanctum. I'm trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. Understood?
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
Oh yeah, it's kind of weird how, right? You can see that it's sort of, you have this like dialogue options, but two of them actually don't do anything really, right? They just only one dialogue option like progresses a dialogue. Huh. Okay, yeah. What madness is happening here?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Are you Warren Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the Child of the House and a means of communicating with the Rogue Trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Okay, let's just lead me away.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Journal. As the game story unfolds, you'll see Yeah, I got it. Okay. Alright. Is it my companion now? Oh, I need to follow it, I guess.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Oh god, that... I cannot read both of these texts. Give me a... oh god, it's... Oh god, this is the worst. Not only it's like a lot of text, but it's also moving text. Why would you... Oh, just slow down. What's happening here? Like, Yeah, I'm getting more and more shocked how like they just implement stuff this stuff. It's just like what playtesters managed to actually read this text? I feel like it's supposed to be like an achievement or something. Also, why did you go back? Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're just like the skull just moving around randomly. So
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
the enormous gates smash the portals of the thing to protect the massive doors. Wait, seal the Warren chamber.
Master, whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me, what is the meaning of this?
Yeah, I guess we have to give up. Woodwear. Yeah, any chances for alliance? It seems there's like 0 basically. Yeah, we are just looking around, appreciating the service call. Very cute service call. So yeah, Void was a traitor, by the way. When we parted ways on the officer's decks, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
Also, he clearly did not stun me. I think he stabbed me with a knife. I believe, right? Yeah, unfortunately, the master of whispers have to be thrown under the bus. He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of the plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor! I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. Grandmaster, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Yeah, why don't we leave matters of etiquette for another time, buddy?
Absolutely. With the Lord Captain's permission, I shall give you an hour-long lecture on how making use of proper addresses corresponds to showing due faith in the God Emperor's anointed. For now, however, we have more pressing matters on our hands.
I like this guy. he's charming. Okay.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
He gives me a stub revolver, sword, armored body glove, and a Medicare. Okay. Okay, oh, they literally have no video or like a clip or image for this part of the tutorial. It's just a placeholder. God, yeah, this is so uncooked. The UI. Oh, there are wounds and there are injuries. Oh God, I shouldn't have. Oh God. Oh, God, I don't even want to read this text. God. Okay, there are wounds and there are injuries and there are different entities. Okay, I've got a new items. Okay. Alright, let's equip the pistol, stub revolver, and armored body glove. I guess it doesn't really... Oh, you can change the outfit. Show helmet. That's not the helmet, but I guess it is. Let's go with red. Again, more of a mechanical style. Okay, yeah, I guess this is just stats. This armor. Also the medic hire. What is this? What does it mean? Medic hire or field medic or base skill medic? What's that supposed to mean? Is it like different ways this game refers to this item? But I have full health, so I don't really need this. Let's equip the sword. Is it just sword? Is it, or is it chain sword? No, it's just a sword. Okay, okay. Now we have. Yeah, we have our first companion. Oh, I can. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, Abelard has chain sword actually, a proper chain sword. I am a little bit envious, but it's okay. I mean, let's leave, I guess. What? Until we bandage our wounds? What wounds are you talking about? I have no wounds. I have... Huh? I'm perfectly healthy individual. I mean, do you see any wounds at all?
Even I won't do that.
Okay, so... Oh, I can, and now I can... I can heal 4 MP.
I have a different perspective.
I clicked the wrong button. Okay. Yeah, F1. F1.
Let me help. That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
That was kind of funny now. This just slices you with a chainsword and then applies medkit. And says that is a noticeable improvement. What a guy.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
Okay.
But that is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
Alright. For the Imperium and humanity, lead the way.
Come.
A Vox skull. A wave of static suddenly erupts from the service call. and you can make out Theodora's words through the noise. To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the Rogue Trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Do you think he's a good dad? I feel like he might be a good dad. I don't know why. He's like, his portrait radiates like a good dad energy for some reason. Okay, we have a combat. Tactical phase. Okay, so yeah, right. During the tactical phase, I changed basically my character's positions. Can I take cover here? I think yeah, I'll take cover here. So this guy is pretty much like a melee-oriented character, right? Yeah, I think he can tank. Well, actually, no, he doesn't have a lot of health. Let's try it. Harry? Combat abilities of characters differ depending on the archetype. Available abilities are located at the bottom right of the screen. Yeah. So I have a pistol burst and I have a pistol shot. $7-11. Yeah, I guess let's try it. Man, this parry is so underwhelming. Okay, so your new companion is a warrior. Abelard specializes in melee combat. Oh, charge is not considered an attack action. Okay. Let's just attack these guys. The character has just missed. On vantage points. On vantage points, I guess just a high ground? I imagine. Okay, so let's use charge. Okay, so there are like opportunity attacks. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was embarrassing. Okay.
Indeed.
For one round, the name of Sunday Alliance. I don't think I need it. The order in which actions are taken in combat matters. Your character can only move around the battlefield before they take an action. Oh, okay. Huh. There is a way around this, however, if, for example, the character has some way of gaining movement after attacking. Okay.
Fate claims another one.
At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
Experience points. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, let's level up. New ranks available. God, I'm really not in the mood to check all this stuff. How do I select it? Huh? Oh, okay. So what is this thing is? It's skill effect. Oh, I can like. I am confused how this works. Valuable skills. I think I leveled up somehow. Okay, that was oh, that was super confusing. So this is the only thing that's available to me, I think, right? So at this archetype rank is possible to increase character skills. I mean, okay, so I picked up athletics, I guess. Okay, all right.
To the ordinary, I am an enigma.
Collecting loot. Looks like all their stuff is worse than mine, right? Oh, that's cool. I like the art of the ship. This is a zone map. Here's a map of your warship. It consists of several parts between which you can travel. Some parts are not yet available, but over time your character will be able to access them. Okay. Oh, look at this.
Directly along the passageway. I pray to the God Emperor that we are not too late.
Again, what's like, why are you showing me two giant, like, portions of text on the screen at the same time. Like, what are you doing? Chill. Yeah, it looks like a warp corruption. Yeah, you can see it. Oh my god. The walls are leaking with blood. And there are tentacles. My favorite. I like this. I like the portray actual like chaos corruption. Hello.
And so, he will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Fellow Psyker, it seems.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Oh, she... Wait. Oh, she predicted future where the pipe falls on us? Huh, okay, that's interesting.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valensis. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the Immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you, Von Valensis, are a sorcerer too. Just like the other one. Lady Theodora must have grown so fond of psychers she wants one to replace her.
A walk skull. I hear a few clicks from the relays on the Serra skull, which has followed you all the way here, and Theodora's scrambled words give way to a voice vaguely familiar to you. Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat! Oh, Emperor's Providence! The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it! You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
What are you doing?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
Okay, let's see the Navigator.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Oh, yeah, she likes to talk a lot. I guess everyone likes to talk a lot in this game. Yeah, we have another companion. You know what? It's been 3 hours. I think a good time to end the stream here. Yeah, yeah, I don't know about this one. It's kind of like reminds me of like I thought about, and I want to play Divinity, you know, the previous Larian games, basically, like the Divinity Original Sin. And like one of the reasons why I was a bit hesitant about this at first is that I felt like Baldur's Gate 3 establishes such a high level of quality and execution as that is just like any other CRPG that I will try to, you know, play after it will be just like will ultimately feel like a very underwhelming experience, you know, and that's definitely true for this game. Yeah, I guess in a sense you can say I had like a bit of a inadequate expectations, right? So just, I mean, of course I didn't expect it to be on the same level as Baldur's Gate 3, but God, it's, yeah, I don't know, like the pacing and there are some like very baffling decisions about, you know, like the way they display text and stuff, but it's like the writing, you know, it's just it's really dragging out. I feel like, especially when there are like no voiceovers and you have to like read everything yourself. But even when there are like voiceovers, they just like they feel super long. It's just, yeah. Well, it's a cute Christmas cat emote zombie. Very, I guess, on point. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one. The combat doesn't. Also, I mean, we are in a tutorial stage, right? But I don't know. So far, the combat didn't feel good at all. Which is like something that I expected to be, you know, somehow, you know, some on the level of Baldur's Gate. Yeah. I will give it at least one more try. You know, I'll try like to stream it at least one more time, at least to go through the tutorial level and see a little bit, you know, outside of the tutorial how the game looks. Yeah, but for now, can't say I'm digging it. Not really. But anyway, yeah, that's it for me for today. Thanks everyone who stopped by and had chat in the chat. I appreciate you a lot. Yeah, I'll see you on Saturday, yes, with more Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I'll continue exploration of Third Act. But yeah, that's it for me. And again, have everyone Have a good rest of your day. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time. Bye, 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 bye.